Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Today, we are going to be covering episode 1 of Demon Slayer. As always, we are brought to you by The Anime Show. Make sure to go check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Lance, can you give us a quick synopsis for what happened in episode 1?
Yep, a lot of information. This is an extended episode, as you all probably saw. So we start with Akasa, one of the top moon, being summoned to, was it the alternate dimension where Kibutsuji comes and goes. We get to learn about all of the top moons, all five, because
Yep, all the
in the
rest of the
last
upper moons.
in the last season we took care of number 6.
Yep.
And after we meet them, we follow Tanjiro again. We learn that he wakes up from a coma that he's been sitting in for quite a while, and he wants to get his sword. So he ends up going to the Swordsmith Village, where we run into the Love Hashira and the Mist Hashira.
Yep.
And he just needs to recover and wait for his dude to show up so he can get a new sword.
Yep. Yeah, that's basically all that. There was a lot that happened in this episode, but the biggest things, finally get to meet the upper moons. All of them are super unique. Can't wait to see more of them. Still super interested in Doma. He's, besides Kokoshibo, the number one, Doma is the most interesting looking to me anyways. Like, because Doma looks almost like a real person, like a regular person, not a demon minus his eyes.
Right. Yeah, and like he's oddly nice too. And then we also get to see like when he gets sent away from the place, like he gets teleported back into like some kind of temple or something like that. Like I think he's worshipped to some kind of degree.
It could be. But basically the biggest thing I took away from, I think it's the Infinity Labyrinth.
Yep. Well, I wrote down alternate dimension, and at least that's
it
what
is
they
an
call it in the
alternate
beginning.
dimension, but I think they call it the Infinity Labyrinth.
Right, that sounds right too.
Akaza says it very brief, like, oh, I got summoned to this.
Yep.
Anyway, the biggest thing I took away from that was Kibutsuji said, "You guys aren't doing enough. You're basically useless. Find out where the head of the Demon Slayer Corps lives, obviously to kill him." And I'm assuming the other person he talks about is the doctor that got away from him.
Oh crap! What's her name? The one that wants the blood samples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's let's be completely honest. Those are going to be the only two people he really cares about. Is like, how did this demon? How is there a demon I can't control? And then the Demon Slayer Corps head.
Right.
That's really all I took away from that.
Right. We need to talk about this dream that Tanjiro had right before he woke up from his coma.
Yep.
So we run into someone who looks a lot like him holding a baby. There's a wife in the back room, and then there's somebody that the Tanjiro character is talking to.
Yep.
So I'm under the assumption that that's Tanjiro's dad, and this is some kind of blast to the past kind of thing that somehow Tanjiro is seeing. And then we get to see the guy who is the other unknown guy. From the back, he looks like the upper moon, the one.
Kokoshibo.
Right. But he doesn't have the 3 demon eyes on both sides of his face, so 6 total. And he's not wearing, proud of himself.
So, yes, that's true. That's another one. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, I guess I was just describing him. So my first impulse, my first thought was, is this Kokushibo before he turned demon? And then I guess that would also be like, well, that can't be Tanjiro's dad if that's the case, because Kokushibo's been a demon for at least 113 years plus.
Yeah, he's been a demon for a very long time. Another thing is he's not wearing the Hanafuka earrings.
Oh yeah, because in the dream he was wearing the earrings, and
yep.
From what we saw in the dimension, he's not wearing earrings at all. So
yep.
So they just look strikingly similar.
Yes, they do look strikingly similar. And yeah, that's two different people. That's what we can assume from that. And it's interesting because obviously you can't remember you can't remember situations that happened when you're first born.
Right.
So who is this guy? And I kind of want to talk about him a little bit more later on because we'll get to see him later in the episode.
Right.
So the dream is, I think, a premonition is, I think, what happens, just so then Tanjiro has an idea of who this individual is before he actually meets him.
Right. And just a way for viewers to be like, oh, hey, I remember seeing that guy before, and kind of
Yep.
just wraps everything all together.
Yep. And then after that, I mean, we also get to see the super convoluted way to get to the swordsmith village.
Oh, yeah. That was
It was
super
kind of a
cool.
cool concept.
Mhm.
Other than that, don't really take anything too much beyond that.
Yeah.
Everybody
It was,
loving Tanjiro, that's a big one.
yeah. Yeah. So we get to the Swordsmith Village. Nothing too crazy other than this is where a lot of people seem to be gathering. Like, we got two separate Hashira over here and the dude with the mohawk who's also there. And
Yes, he is the brother of the Wind Hashira.
mhm. Yeah, the first thing that came to my mind was how complicated it was to get somebody to the village in the first place, and then he gets there and there's already like so many people that he already knows. Like, how many people are they bringing in and out of this place all the time?
So I
If
think
it,
the Hashira know where it is.
okay, maybe.
Be, because if you're a Hashira, you're going to be very trustworthy because you're essentially the top of the Demon Slayer Corps. So
Okay,
they probably know where it is.
okay, that would be a lot better to take.
Yep.
But yeah, so
Uh,
we run into the Mist and the Love Hashira. Uh,
Mitsuri is
Mitsuri,
the
yep.
Love Hashira.
She's interesting right now. She's a very happy person,
Yes.
and she wants to eventually find some love of
Yep.
herself so she can get married or whatever. So I wonder how
Yep.
that's all going to turn out.
Yeah. You have the funny point of Tanjiro as she's running down the stairs saying your breasts are going to fall out, and then he
Yeah,
manages to close her kimono all the way so that doesn't happen. And
right.
then at the end you see Muchiro,
Muchiro,
who
yeah.
is the Wind Hashira. They even make or not the Mist Hashira,
There you go.
and they make mention how he's young. And at the end of the episode, he is attempting to get a key, which we can only assume is for what Tanjiro gets told by Mitsuri, how there is something here that can make you stronger.
Yeah, some kind of weapon.
Yes.
So I'm
So
interested in that.
I'm assuming that's what Mitsuri is attempting to try. That's what he's attempting to be. That's what he's sought after. So then you see the individual that is denying Mitsuri, not Mitsuri. I've said it twice already. M- Muichiro,
Muichiro.
Muchiro, excuse me. The um, he is standing behind the guy that is saying no, you can't have the key, and we really just get a glimpse of him. So obviously, we're gonna find out who he is in the next episode. You can't imagine anything else happening, right?
No, not too much. I mean, this weird encounter needs to get flushed out so that we see who this guy really is, and if he's a good guy, a neutral guy, or whatever. I don't see him being a bad guy,
Mm-mm.
but just just you just need to know who he is, and we got a lot of stuff to figure out in these first couple episodes.
Yeah, and he's wearing Hanafuka earrings, so it's like, all right, Kabutsuji is afraid of somebody with Hanafuka earrings. So how does everything get correlated together? I can't
Hmm.
wait. like I said, I can't imagine we not finding out who this person is at least a little bit
Right.
in the next episode.
Right. And I'm also kind of expecting him to have some sun breathing powers too, since he's wearing the earrings.
Yep. Yeah, that
And
would
he's
make
got
sense.
red hair too, so
Yeah. Then I can't wait. Next week can't come fast enough. Unfortunately, there's only going to be 11 episodes for this season, so it'll go quick. Can't wait.
yeah. Yep, I 100% agree.
But that's all we got for this episode. Make sure to check us out. Sorry. Make sure to rate, subscribe, and give us a comment on this episode. Let us know what you guys thought of episode 1 of Demon Slayer. Can't wait to watch more. Also, go check out the anime show on Facebook and Instagram. Give them a follow and hit our Right Stuff affiliate on there and help yourself by helping us. So, have a good one.
Later, guys.